Let me throw something your way. Have you ever looked at someone living that picture-perfect luxury lifestyle and thought, must be nice? They probably don't deal with real problems anymore? Because that's exactly what we've been conditioned to believe. We see the mansions glowing like they never turn off. We see the exotic cars gliding down the streets like they own the pavement. We see the jet-set vacations, the Maldives on Monday and Paris by Thursday. We see the designer wardrobes that look more like museum exhibits than clothing. And society keeps repeating the same message. If you're wealthy, life becomes smooth, effortless, flawless. But here's the truth no one talks about. Wealth has a shadow side. Not the dramatic movie kind with villains and secret safes, but the quiet, invisible kind that hides in conversations, relationships, expectations, and silent battles. And once you understand that, you realize being rich isn't the happily ever after people imagine. Let's break down the real side of it. Money changes how people act around you. When you're still building your life, people treat you genuinely. Friendships feel real. Family feels supportive. Strangers have no agendas. But once you hit a certain level of wealth, everything shifts. Slowly at first, then all at once. Friends who never cared about luxury suddenly want to see your new place. Family members start pitching ideas disguised as bonding. People who barely acknowledged you suddenly want to collaborate or pick your brain. And you're left wondering, do they care about me or what I can give them? Wealthy people rarely say this publicly. But behind closed doors, many admit they drifted away from lifelong friends. Some even hide their wealth just to feel normal again. And that change leads to something else, pressure. People think rich equals stress-free. It's the opposite. The pressure multiplies. You're expected to maintain the lifestyle, to keep growing your success, to always make the right move, to never fail in public. One bad investment or one recession and people start whispering, they're slipping, they messed up, they're losing money. So you wake up not thinking, how do I win today? But instead, how do I avoid losing everything I built? That fear becomes a heavy, silent weight. And then comes the loneliness. It sounds ridiculous at first. How can someone surrounded by luxury feel isolated? But when you can't share your real problems, when you can't trust people fully, when every relationship feels conditional, when every happy moment gets judged or interpreted, you start building walls, tall walls, thick walls, walls with no doors. Many millionaires say they felt more connected when they had less, because relationships were simple back then. Now everything feels like a negotiation. Next comes the responsibility people never see. Being rich isn't just owning things, it's managing them. Homes need staff and maintenance. Businesses need decisions and leadership. Investments need oversight. Taxes need entire teams. Security becomes a whole system of its own. People romanticize wealth as freedom. But the truth is, the more you own, the more you must manage. A millionaire once said, when you're broke, money is your problem. When you're wealthy, everything but money becomes your problem. And even responsibility isn't the worst part. With money comes risk. Constant, unavoidable risk. You become a target for lawsuits, for scammers, for people wanting to borrow money, for fake partnerships, for manipulative friendships, for blackmail, for greedy relatives, for opportunistic partners. Suddenly, you need NDAs for conversations, lawyers on standby, digital and financial security systems, layers of protection the public never sees. None of that shows up on Instagram, but it's always there. Quiet, constant, exhausting. Then comes emotional numbness. The brain adapts to everything, even luxury. The dream vacation becomes routine. The luxury car feels ordinary. Designer clothes feel normal. The excitement fades. The thrill disappears. The meaning dissolves. It's hedonic adaptation, a psychological treadmill where nothing ever feels enough. Many wealthy people admit they became numb. Wins no longer feel like wins. Success feels like a checklist, not a celebration. And here's the deepest truth. Wealth amplifies who you already are. Money doesn't fix insecurity, it magnifies it. Money doesn't fix anxiety, it multiplies it. Money doesn't fix emptiness, it exposes it. Money solves bills. Money solves emergencies. Money can buy comfort, but it cannot solve you. And that's what people misunderstand. Wealth isn't the villain. Money can transform your life. It gives options, freedom, opportunities, safety, and comfort. But it's not a cure for being human. The downside of wealth isn't loud. It isn't cinematic. It isn't dramatic. It's subtle. It's emotional. It's relational. It's the pressure, the suspicion, the expectations, the isolation, the responsibility, the loss of meaning. And the hardest part? Wealthy people can't talk about it. Because the world responds with, "Oh, please, you're rich. You don't get to complain." So they stay silent. They smile for the pictures. They say, "Life is good." And behind closed doors, they battle problems money can't fix. If you're still here, you already understand something most people never will. Money can change your environment, but it can't erase the human experience. Everyone struggles, just in different flavors. If you want a part 2 diving deeper into the psychological traps, the isolation, the trust issues, the emotional weight, and the hidden mental battles wealthy people face, comment. Show the other side. And if this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who still believes money magically fixes life. Thank you for watching.